Previously on Paranormal by the Sea.
What was that? She got a dog? Over there!
It took a bit of a turn for the worse, so we need to go downstairs and have a look.
I don't know what I'm feeling now. I feel like my emotions are all mixed.
Well, is there anyone there?
Good evening guys, and welcome back to another episode of Paranormal by the Sea. So tonight, as you can see, we are still in this mansion. Now we've had to do a part 1 and a part 2 just because it was so big and there's so much here, and I just feel like we needed to spend a bit more time here. We heard things, I thought I saw a man in a suit, and this place just keeps going on, and we couldn't cram so much into just a 40-minute video or a 30-minute video. So we've done a part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1, guys, it was out last Sunday. Strongly advise that you watch that part because this is the part 2. So you would have missed half of the property. But yeah, let's carry on. And like I said, this place does keep giving. So I can't wait to show you this room, guys. Let's go. So we've now come to another bedroom, we believe. This would have been a bedroom at some point, I would have thought. We've been looking around your place and it is absolutely beautiful. So thank you for allowing us to look around your beautiful home. I'm just wondering if you're able to come in here and make communication. You do have a knocker on the room. So maybe this was like, I don't know, maybe you called it the fox room or something. Foxy. So are you able just to follow me, please? My instructions, just follow what I'm doing, if you're able to, and just give a little knock. What the fuck was that?
That might have been you.
You sure? It wasn't.
It's not making a noise.
It wasn't.
It's not making a noise.
It wasn't.
It's not making a noise.
I thought it sounded like a car door slam. That sort of noise.
Oh, we're nowhere near it. Nowhere near cars.
No. Oh. Investigations day or night, it doesn't matter. It's still spooky, ain't it? So if you did hear the little knock, are you able to do that for me, please? My camera
light. Light, yeah. So earlier on we thought we heard 2 big noises. We're not too sure if that was just the wood or that was you in fact communicating. So would it be possible for you to maybe make another knocking noise? Or do something in this property to gain our attention? That's a dog in the distance. Oh.
Hopefully I don't let the dogs run around here.
Well, hopefully it ain't police dogs.
Oh, fucking hell. No, there's someone over there. There's someone over there. Move. Hide. There's a woman. She's walking around, look.
Where?
She got a dog.
Where?
Over there. I had the camera on it, I think, and all. Oh, she's gone behind them trees. You wouldn't have seen her.
Oh, there is a public footpath right there.
Yeah, she was there. She was walking. Look, there she is, look. There. Maybe she had a dog.
Okay. Oh, I keep on hearing ringing as well, like a ringing noise.
Yeah, like security's on its way or something.
This is what we do, guys, to put a video out for you.
Yeah, maybe, right, we'll move from this room just because, like you said, there's a public footpath. There's a public footpath. So if someone sees some lights in there, they're either going to think we're ghosts and they're going to leg it, or they're going to think we're burglars and call the police or something. So we're best just to move into another room. Plus you think that floor's a bit squeaky, don't you?
I
So
do,
I don't want any false positives.
False positives.
Yeah. Right, so guys, what we've decided to do is we're going to do an experiment with the camera and a bell. So as you know, months ago I did use this bell when we was in a pub because I thought that's what they used to do, ring bells. Well, I've brought the bell back out of me today. So what I'm going to do is going to leave the bell with the camera on it. Me and Ste are then going to sit into a second room and we're going to start asking questions. Again, they may feel comfortable with us not being in the same room. Now this bell isn't like some other bells that I've seen. I've seen them with wood on for some reason. This is just a plain bell that I've bought from a shop, and it can only go off via touch. So it'll only go off like that. There's no other way it can go off. There's nothing underneath it. There's no trigger object underneath it to make it go off randomly. It literally can only go off by that.
So guys, we've decided to come back into the living room. As you previously saw, we've put a bell on the dining room table. We've also placed a camera in front of that bell. What Dolly thought would we do an experiment with us sitting in the living room. Maybe if there is any spirits here, they feel a little bit more comfortable. Maybe us being in a separate room while we ask questions. So that's what we're going to do. If you can hear us, please.
Also as well, the bell being in the dining room, maybe years ago if there was a butler here, or if these people maybe had a lot of money, maybe they would have rang for bell service, maybe dinner service. That's why I thought having the bell on the dinner table would be a good experiment here. Even though we've brought a lot of experiments today with us, this is probably going to be the more suited one, isn't it?
This is probably the most fitting experiment to trial, like you said, with the bells and butlers and stuff.
So if anybody is here, would you like to ring for table service and we'll come serve you? We'll bring you out a whiskey. If that bell goes off, I think that's going to be paranormal evidence.
That would be very, very strange.
Because the bells that I've seen people with, they're on wooden blocks. You don't know what's under that block.
Could be like some sort of vibrating device every now and then to trigger the bell going off.
Whereas my bell's just a bell that I've bought and you can only ring it via touching it or shaking it or moving it.
So we believe we may have heard somebody earlier on. Also, Dolly may have thought she saw somebody. So maybe if that person is here with us, maybe you could make yourself known by ringing that bell. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to make the bell go off. Failing that, if you could continue to make knocking noises, if that was you earlier on. So it comes back to when we was upstairs. You said the beams isn't constantly going off. I mean, I haven't heard anything for a good 20-25 minutes, so...
I haven't heard anything since.
It's strange.
And when we come down here, we set up the experiment, we sat down for a little bit, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to keep stopping and sitting down. I thought I heard a thud upstairs, but is that noise pareidolia? Because you didn't react to it.
I didn't hear anything.
No. So then it must be noise pareidolia. Or could it be that they only want to communicate with me? We just don't know.
I mean, I also have thought to myself, guys, when someone's hearing something and someone isn't, or even if everyone's hearing something, is it actually a spirit within the property? Or is it someone that's attached to the person that's currently in the property? This is a theory that I've also had as well.
You mean a loved one?
People, yeah, like a loved one. People believe that people can be watched over by loved ones. So maybe a placement. I think that was outside.
Please tell me that was outside.
I think that was outside.
That sounded like the bed moving.
No, I think
What would have made that noise though, Ste?
You might have been rumbling from outside.
Sound like the bed moving, Steve.
So where was I? Yeah, it could be a loved one that's actually in these properties that's followed us to one of these properties making them noises, and the place isn't actually got spirits in them, if you know what I mean.
How was that noise outside though?
It did sound like...
It sounded like a rumble, as if somebody had moved furniture. Again, you were talking. Every time we have a conversation.
I'm pretty sure that's outside.
Again, you were talking. Every time we have a conversation.
I'm pretty sure that's outside.
That was outside.
I mean,
that's
the
a
wind,
difference. There's a
the
difference
wind's
between
picked
rumbles
up a
and...
little bit.
There's a difference between rumbles and leaves smacking against the window, Steve. And it's not that windy for the wind to hit against the glass and the glass rumble. It's not that windy as you'd hear it constantly. I wouldn't say it's windy. It's there's wind outside, but it's not like it's extreme weather.
No, no.
That's going to have to be reviewed. I mean, what's it going to be like when the sun goes down? What's it going to be like when it's pitch black in here of an evening? Then again, would you get activity of an evening? Would spirits be at rest? See, that's the wind outside. That's completely different to what I just heard. I heard like as if furniture was being moved from upstairs, like a rumble.
What, like it jumping against the floor?
No, dragging. Like, you know when you pour bed? Just like that. That's all it was. It wasn't like... See, we did bring some cameras to put cameras in each room, but so many times we've heard urbexers trying to come in, and if we've got cameras everywhere, we're not going to be able to grab them in time, are we?
So by the off chance, maybe you are trying to communicate with us by making noises. Could you please do it again? Maybe a little bit louder.
We will be leaving shortly. So we'd just like to thank you if you have been trying to make communication with us, but is there any chance you could make more communication, please? Maybe walk up and down your stairs, across your landing, move something in here, ring the bell. Are you able to just use all your energy just to ring that bell for us, please? Or move the bell, or throw the bell. We don't mind what you do. See? Does it sound like furniture moving?
It does, but I'm not too sure.
See? Does it sound like furniture moving?
It does, but I'm not too sure.
If there is somebody here trying to make communication, that's great, but could you make it in this room for us, please? So just follow the sound of my voice into this room, your front room where you have a huge fire. And just make some sort of noise in here, anything. Move a glass, anything, please. Touch one of us. Anything. it since.
It's a strange one, isn't it? But
Yeah.
we'll just have to review it and just
Yeah, we will, definitely.
try and piece it together.
Yeah. And also review the footage of the
See, out of everything
bell.
here today, the thing that I can't explain was that really big bang when we was upstairs. When we thought someone was coming in.
And then I asked, and then there was a
One in the bedroom.
yeah, like someone had sat on the bed.
That's the only thing that is questionable, which we're going to have a look at.
We'll review it.
But we do have to take into consideration there is a lot of wood here, but who knows?
But we need to review it.
Yeah.
So guys, we are now sitting at this amazing, to me looks like handmade table. It's beautiful. The chairs are just so much detail to them. They're amazing. It's solid table, isn't it? Such a solid table. We're just going to sit here and we're going to see if anybody does want to press the bell.
Or do anything else that can communicate with us.
And we're just going to sit here for a bit and see if we can hear any noises. See if we can debunk those noises that we heard earlier on as well. That sounded like the door, well, sounded like a loud bang, didn't it?
So we are sat in your dining room at your table. Maybe you could pull a chair next to me or Dolly. Then we can have a discussion. Do you hear them?
Yeah.
Sounds like fucking walking.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like walking, Stephen, like someone's fucking walking in the house.
That did. That was... Look, that's me. Sounds like above, like on the corridor, that little corridor thing, slowly.
Well, you know earlier on when I said, can you walk across the beams? That really sounded like walking, didn't it? So if that is you walking, my love, we're not here to hurt you, so don't be frightened, please. Could you come closer, please? Just come closer to my voice, please. Take a seat. Have some dinner. Ring the bell. We'll get the butler to come over and serve our dinner.
Or maybe you can make a noise like this. Do you know what I'm hearing?
What?
Do you know when you're younger and you want to go downstairs to get a bag of crisps and you're tiptoeing?
Yeah, that's
it. Sounds like, and your floorboards creak. This is what I'm hearing from over there. So is this you?
Not full-on footsteps.
No, like you're on tippy toes.
Yeah.
That sounds like it comes from next to you.
Oh.
Is that you pulling up a chair?
Yeah, take a seat, please, my love. Come join me. What would you like to talk about? I just realised there's another chair there. I didn't even realise. I didn't even see that chair.
I wouldn't know where that would even fit on this table.
Well, it's 2, 2, 2, 2, isn't it? And one chair there.
Yeah,
I didn't even see that chair then we walked in. I noticed there was only one chair there. So are you sitting next to me? My name's Dollie. It's really nice to meet you. You able just to shake my hand, please? It's nice to meet you. And you have a lovely property, you really do. Is that your boots?
I'm not moving.
If that chair moves next to me.
It's not the table moving.
No, I know.
It doesn't move with my weight on it.
If that chair moves next to me, how are you going to prove that it's not me doing it? And it is paranormal. I always worry because unfortunately other teams do fake it, and it gives us to our people that do get real evidence a bad name. So I just get a bit worried. So if you are going to do something, please don't do it next to me. Do it somewhere behind me. Behind me, maybe.
What would be amazing if you could actually press that bell in front of Dolly.
Please do. So all you have to do is literally just press it.
You don't even need to put a lot of pressure on it.
I thought I heard a bell, like a cat bell. So buildings are going to creak when there's no one in here.
They are, yeah.
And where we've been walking around, you have to remember that it could be the floorboards going back up. But when you ask questions and you do get those responses, you do have to weigh your 50-50 because you just don't know. Again, we always leave it up to you guys to decide for yourself. You're not here with us, although we like to think that you're here with us. That's why we like to show you everything, get a feel for the place. But we're here with us, so it's up to you guys to make your own mind up. We can only present to you the evidence that we find.